Are you celebrating a pagan festivity? If you are celebrating Easter, you are celebrating a pagan festival and do not know it. The Christian holiday of Easter is nothing more than a revised version of the pre-Christian spring festivals. The pagan origins of Easter are rooted in the goddess worship of the Anglo-Saxons, Celts, and others that paid honor to the ones that made the renewal of spring possible. I will give you but an introduction into the practices of the pagans from Greece to Ireland, along with the what and why of it all. One must ask themselves, why would a Christian holiday be celebrated based on a lunar event? It's always the first Sunday following the first full moon from the first day of spring, the spring equinox. That's why it moves around so much. Have you ever wondered why there are symbols such as the egg or rabbit to represent Easter? Think about what those things represent to you. The egg is new life, and the rabbit, well, we all know what rabbits like to do, and that is make as many babies in the shortest time possible. The pagan origins of Easter are without argument. It is unfortunate that the worship of the feminine is so rare these days, unlike the practice in pagan traditions. Eostra almost looks like the modern word Easter. It was the celebration of the renewal of life, a resurrection, if you will. Long before the thought of a man arising from a tomb, there was the goddess Eostra, or Ostara. After a long, brutal winter, new life, the dead coming back to life in the form of vegetation. And all of that deserves celebrating. I will tell you this. If we return to celebrating the way it was done for those renewal festivals of old, more people would participate. And not with a sense of dread, but with great anticipation. The Celtic people had their goddess, Brigid, that represented the renewal of life and resurrection. She is one of the most powerful of the deities, and her rites included the lighting of fires and walking the cattle between the fires for fertility, and the jumping over fires by the young folks in the hopes of bringing new life to the village with increased fertility. This was called Imbok, which means the coming milk, when the sheep were giving birth and producing new milk. Ancient traditions involving these Easter traits come all the way from Greece. While the pagan origins of Easter primarily have the honoring of goddesses, in ancient Greece, the god Dionysus is the pinnacle of spring celebration in ancient Greece. Anthestria was the festival honoring Dionysus, who in turn was the god of regeneration, the old theme of new life. Resurrection was one that permeated the old religions. Ancient traditions such as these were essential to the mind of the early pagans. Just as early pagans looked forward to the renewal of spring each year, they also looked forward to the next life when the present one ended. As much as these festivals celebrated the survival through winter and the renewal of life-sustaining agriculture, these festivals also were played out to remove the fear of death. By being aware of the renewal of life in nature, they were reminded that life returns after death. If we are going to celebrate these festivals, why not celebrate the manner in which they were first observed, with much drinking and festivities? After all, Christianity did not remove paganism, it absorbed it.